Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Day After Podcast.
What is up, everyone? It is I, Ryan Neo Wayne, alongside the Joe King. And today we are mixing up Fantasy Island versus Blood and Blood versus Water. So these are obviously two big things on our channel. And I was like, I will get into how I came up with this idea because one of the pairs in pretty much inspired me to do this season. And then asked Joe, and he was like, "Oh, bet this is gonna be awesome." So I'm really excited for this one.
Yeah, no. Once you said the idea, I was like, yeah, just done and done. Let's do it. Like I'm ready for it. So I already like a few different people and pairs were popping into my mind like as soon as you said it. So I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get hop right into it. So the first pair is from the hit movie Sinners, and it is Smoke and Stack. Have you seen Sinners yet?
No.
So honestly, it is a masterpiece. And I don't use that word lightly because, it's like definitely Ryan Coogler's best film. Essentially, it's like, so Smoke and Stack, they're twin brothers, and basically, uh, they were up north, and then they were getting a bunch of money, like because they were like crime lords, basically
Hmm.
gangsters, and then they decide they're going to go back to their hometown and then open up like a bar place where you can play music and everything, and vampires then come and try and kill them all and turn them into vampires. And like that's a very oversimplification of the movie, but it is a very, very well crafted film. And one of the highlights of it was Michael B. Jordan's dual performance as Smoke and Stack. So Smoke, he's like the calm one, he's like the smart one. Like he's a little bit more quieter, more analytical. Stack, he's the charismatic one. He's the one that's like, coming up with all the one-liners. And like he has very much the bigger personality out of the two. Like he definitely
Hmm.
walks around with a lot more swagger, if that's the right word for that time period. He just has this aura about him where Stack will flaunt his strength. Smoke is someone where he'll show it, but he's not going to be flashy with it.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I wanted to when as soon as I watched Sinners, I'm like, I want to bring some people from this into Brantsteele's, and this is the pair that inspired me to do this because I was
Hmm.
like thinking about Sinners, and I was like, oh, you know what would be cool if we did Blood versus Water, Fantasy Island, and so
Yeah.
naturally because I brought that up, they're not going to do well in this game. Uh,
You never know. You never know.
you never know,
Yeah.
but sometimes Brant Steele has a cruel sense of fate.
Yeah, if we care too much for someone, then the odds of them doing good just somehow like dip, and then like we'll have a random ass person who we did not care about, like a Snooky, make it to the end and win. But yeah, I don't really know the movie. I know when I was looking up though, it was like Stack was in the villains wiki and Smoke was in the heroes wiki. I don't know how accurate that would
So
be.
it's in the trailers and stuff, so it's not necessarily a spoiler. But one of the twins turn into a bat that gets turned into a vampire. I won't say how, won't say why,
Okay.
but it's very obvious in the trailer.
I'm
Uh
guessing it's Stack because he's on the
yes,
villain.
yes.
So
But this will be before he's turned into a vampire.
okay, interesting choice. Interesting choice.
Well, because like the character still holds up on his own without being a vampire too.
Mhm. Okay, well, hopefully they do well since they literally inspired this idea. So I'll be rooting for them.
Mhm.
Okay, for my first duo that I'm bringing here is from the game Metaphor Refantasio. We got Basilio and Fidelio, who are brothers from the race of Peripas. I'm probably mispronouncing how that's done, but yeah, they're basically like a huge premise of the game is that there's this like guy who's basically using racism and getting like the people who are being discriminated against for their races to like rise up, but he's using it in a way that like only benefits him and the people in power instead of like actually helping like everyone. And so Basilio and Fidelio at first are sided with this guy and they like fully believe in him. And then it like takes multiple like atrocities that this guy does for them to realize like, hey, maybe this guy's actually not a good guy, even though he's preaching stuff that should be considered good. um
When
and
was this game made?
like a year ago.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, it was in development for years, but then it came out like a year ago. Uh,
yeah.
but yeah, I really enjoyed these two characters. One of them it becomes a playable character, the other's not. I love Fidelio. His arc is great because he's like this little asshole throughout like the first half of the game. He just like hates you and your group and wants nothing to do with you, and then eventually starts becoming a friend. Then bad things happen. Uh, and I don't know what are the odds of you ever playing this game. I don't think maybe it's in your up your alley. It might be.
It might be, but you know me, I'm mostly a Pokemon gamer.
Yeah, it's a JRPG.
Mm,
It's very Pokemon-esque because you collect these archetypes that are essentially Pokemon. And you can swap them around and they all have different abilities and effects similar to Pokemon. Um so it's very similar in that style, but yeah, no, I just I like these guys. Basilio, I think he's like British almost. He feels like he's this swanky British guy who is a little more dumber than Fidelio, but is very good natured. Um and yeah, no, I think that they were just both a really fun little arc that you kind of go on in the story. And I recently played this game and I loved it. So here they are.
nice, nice. But yeah, I do notice that we have a lot of similar themes. We have some brothers, we have some sisters, both yeah, so it's we so I think this is going to be very interesting how this all pans out as a result. Um
Yeah,
yeah, I look forward to see how they do in these games.
cool.
All right, next up from I hope you added the Invincible logo there because anytime someone says it, it pops up.
I don't even know that. I've never watched Invincible.
Oh, it is such a fun show.
Yeah, I know. Everyone says it. You said it. Friends I know have
Yeah.
said it.
Well,
I've
I brought
never.
so many people.
Yeah.
I brought people from there before, but also it's like it's just like a great show all
Mhm.
around. Like think The Boys and that like grittiness, but less humorous about everything. For an
Mhm.
animated show, it is very, very grounded.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, so Invincible or Mark Grayson, basically, so we have Invincible and Omni-Man. So Omni-Man is Invincible's father. So Mark is half alien, which is called Viltrumite, and essentially Viltrumites are here to pretty much take over the universe. And they do that by going around and like going from planet to planet and conquering it, basically. But Omni Man got settled down when he met, uh, you know, Mark's mother. They had Mark, and then he was half Viltrumite. And this is a world where a bunch of superheroes already exist. And so when Mark got his powers, he became invincible, like slowly but surely, earning his weight as a formidable superhero. It took him a while, but also not only just building up his strength, but building up his morals. And it has always been a turbulent road, but he always goes at the end of the day for what he believes is right. And even if the actions are a little muddy, like his compass, I would say like he's neutral good, where it's
Hmm.
like maybe not everything aligns, and maybe it's like what is justice and what is right for it is not black and white, and he doesn't have, and sometimes he has trouble coming to terms with that. So
Hmm.
I think he's a very complex character. He's a very smart character, caring. So yeah, I like him. And then Omni Man, uh, comes from this warrior, like, race. You think kind of like the Saiyans, except like a lot more bloody and a lot more like in your face with their power.
Hmm.
And like Omni Man, he does grow as a character through it, but like basically he takes that universe's version of the Justice League and fucking destroys them. And like, he for years has made himself as like the trusted superhero, like basically Superman.
Uh-huh.
And then the world true starts to turn against him once he kind of reveals his true colors. And then, with time and stuff, he does develop where he realized what he did was wrong, and also like how he kind of just abandoned his, family and everything. Like he kind of
Hmm.
learns the error of his ways.
Okay. Well, I feel like Invincible people have typically done pretty good on our
Adam
brand
Eve
steel.
done, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
was gonna
Adam
say
Eve
that
is pretty
that's
solid.
that's the one I remember, and I feel like yeah, she had a pretty good run. So I'm curious to see how they do if they both make it. I also am curious, as them being heroes, if one of them ends up going on Redemption Island, if the other one will take the place.
I think it's interesting to think. I feel like they would, but also like they have mutual respect. I don't know, like their relationship is very, very rocky.
Hmm.
Um, I won't get into how deep that is, but it's like their relationship is very, very turbulent.
Hmm.
But, there is still some love there.
Yeah. Okay, nice, nice. Well, we will see how they do here. Moving on next to my latest anime obsession, which is the show Dandadan. And we got Momo Ase and Seiko Ase. Probably said that wrong, but whatever. And real quick, maybe we'll get this right, but what do you think their relation to each other is?
Well, initially I would have thought, you know, I thought it was going to be, like granddaughter, grandmother. However, because you brought that up, I'm going to think they are
I will say,
sisters.
you were right. You were right in your initial thing, but I gotta say, Seiko rocking for a grandma. She is,
Yeah.
she is rocking it. I mean the white hair, obviously, but like moms can also
Yeah,
have white hair, so it's not like the craziest
true.
thing. But yeah, no,
But
Seiko is a like a psychic medium, and Momo like lives with her, and so her grandma would like tell her to do all these crazy things that would make her look embarrassing, like go to school like walking like this with your hand up. And obviously she gets to school, everyone makes fun of her. She starts to like not like be upset with her grandma and say all this stuff is phony baloney. And eventually though her spiritual powers awaken, and she starts getting hunted by demons, and super weird anime. It's also like I think it's an artistic masterpiece personally.
I heard great things about Don Don.
Yeah, it's a very
I
the first episode, the whole show is very weird, but it's really good.
weird doesn't. I mean, like it's
Yeah,
anime, so like I feel like if you and like I know it's a stereotype about anime, but it's
yeah,
also like it is such a vast thing. You never know what you're gonna get. So I feel,
yeah.
like I feel like you go into any anime with an open mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Her spiritual powers awaken when she's about to get probed by aliens who want to have babies. That's how the show like essentially has its like like point to no return. Yeah,
Okay, say no more.
yeah, exactly. That's and guess what? That is maybe 20% of how weird it gets. It gets there's so many
I
weirder things that
Yeah,
happen.
I
Um,
definitely show has been on my radar. It's just timing of everything, but yeah,
yeah,
they
but
have a movie out right now, right?
I don't know. I know
I
season
could have
2 is about to come out, I think.
I
I
could have
don't
sworn. Oh, well, sometimes theaters will do a
yeah,
thing like I feel like Demon Slayer was the biggest person of this, but they would be like, "Oh, it's a movie, but it's actually the last couple episodes from the last season and the first couple of the next season."
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like
Haikyuu
a
does that all the time
movie.
too, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm still enjoying it because it's Demon Slayer, but at the same time, it's like, this isn't a movie.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. So
I
so
counted on my letterbox, but I'm like,
yeah.
there's an asterisk next to it.
Yeah, I know that they did like a premiere in LA, I think actually for season 2. Like they invited like some people in like the content scene to come and watch it. But yeah, no, it's a really great show. Momo is super adorable. I'm rooting for her. She's, your average, I mean she's not average. She's definitely like a weird person in her school. Um but that's because of all the weird things going around her. She's kind of an outcast. And it takes her finding an otaku and befriending him before she actually feels like she's being accepted.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So next up from Young Sheldon, we have Georgie and Mima. Have you ever watched Young Sheldon?
I hate this show so much.
You hate it?
I hate it.
I,
Like
I
I hate everything that it stands for.
I've been enjoying it. This is my first time watching it. Uh, because I finished watching all of Big Bang Theory, and I'm like, all right, it's about time I watch Young Sheldon. I've been enjoying Young Sheldon, and these are two of my favorite characters.
Creativity has had got into a drought once this idea was greenlit. It's just the worst thing that could have happened.
I liked it. Anyway, Um, so to kind of give you their characters, so Georgie, he's kind of like someone where he's very jock oriented, but like he's someone where he may not be the smartest guy, but he has a really big heart. And I think that's like the core of his character. Like, it's like he may not understand stuff. Like, he may not be book smarts, but he's smart in the sense of like he has a big mind for business, where he's always thinking of like different things, ways to make money. And then, later on in the season or the series, you start to see when he becomes like a father and everything of like how, like he is a provider as well and he thinks of his family first. And like, that says a lot. And he has a lot of heart. It makes up for maybe not being like I said, book smarts, no. Street smart and business smart, dude is really smart.
Yeah.
And then next is Mima. So Mima is not your typical grandma. She is someone where she drinks. She will also be a smart aleck with stuff. She will teach lessons, yeah, but also like she's someone where she definitely has her vices and even buys a laundromat so she can it's straight up so just so the gambling room in the back wouldn't go out of business and she wanted to own it and she's like
Mhm.
yeah I'll do this so she's a little she's not your typical grandma
Yeah, we might have
played
a
by
bit of an
Annie.
old. Yeah, we might have a bit of an old person alliance happening on this drive. I gotta say,
Yeah,
we got like a few in a row here.
yeah, but no, Mima is hilarious. I also think I think she's just a great character. I mean, you have Annie Potts playing her, so like that just speaks volumes.
Um, yeah, terrible. I hate Young Sheldon. I think it should never have existed as a show. They should have just said, "Okay, we're done. Big Bang Theory. Let's come up with a new idea."
Oh, then I'm pretty sure you hate Georgie and Mandy's
I
first
I
marriage.
think that's somehow 10 times worse than what I hate Young Sheldon.
Well, it's a spin-off of a
It's a
spin-off, and
spin-off
I
of,
haven't
yeah.
watched it yet, so I don't know. And then apparently there's even another spin-off they're coming up with.
I know. I heard it's. I hate it. It's Chuck Lorre just being like milk's dry, and he's like, I don't. I can't go any further. I did 2.5 men so many years ago. I can't do it. Fucking just yeah, and throwing out shit. So that's basically what we're
Well, the
getting.
thing is, it's like Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon, some people even think is better than Big Bang Theory.
That's wrong.
Those shows were very, very popular. And with Warner Brothers, they don't tend to, and I'm not talking bad about them. There's something like, okay, this is one of our big things. Let's do more of those things. Kind of like how AMC has The Walking Dead and Breaking Bad. And it's like, all right, how can we keep, like that's why those are the big things that people come to watch. How do we keep making content for that?
I think
I would say more
anytime
so with Walking Dead.
anytime you make a spin-off where it's young insert character, terrible idea. Young Sheldon, terrible idea. Young Rock, terrible idea. Like whenever that show kind of concept comes up, it is just like it just shows the lack of creativity that Hollywood is in right now.
You're saying if there was a show called Young Joe King, you would not watch it.
No, I mean, I wouldn't let that. I don't want that show existing. That's a terrible
I would
show.
I would love a young Neo who's just like
No. And that's also like for one person. That is for you, Ryan. That is for you, not
I
for
have fans.
yeah. But what I'm saying is that it is for this like very niche like what you're going for there. Like you should be trying to make shows that are new and innovative and trying to actually like do
People
something interesting.
the youngins have been enjoying Young Sheldon. I work I've worked at the Warner Brothers like studio tour, and some people was like, "Oh yeah, this is the show before Young Sheldon." Like it, like it, and I feel like the show, because they are different, it can stand alone on its own weight. I haven't watched Georgie and Mandy yet, so I don't know if it has the same kind of like staying power and stuff like that.
Yeah. The
I
last time
can't confirm
I watched 10 minutes and almost vomited from the contents.
Georgie and Mandy or Young Sheldon.
Both.
You're
I,
an angry man.
I know what I like and what I hate. wait,
Oh, I know. You made that very clear last episode.
wait,
But you
what?
still need to make that a short because
Wait,
that is like one of the funniest moments on our channel.
oh yeah, yeah, the Frozen 2. Yeah, yeah. I need to get a caption thing for YouTube Shorts.
I showed my roommates and we're still quoting it, or like he's still referencing it.
Yeah, I told friends about that moment, and they had said you were nuts. They thought that what you were saying was completely crazy.
Are these people that know who I am?
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone who was
Then they
on this
know
channel. Yeah. Yeah.
then they know I'm freaking crazy.
Yeah. Okay, well let's move on from those two characters. And let's go to uh two characters from the Righteous Gemstones that just had their final season. Which I don't have you seen the Righteous Gemstones? I feel like I've
I have
no,
not. You've
not
you've
yet.
talked about we had Danny McBride's
Yes.
character on here before.
Not Danny McBride. I think it was John Goodman's character and Adam Devine's character Kelvin.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, those two. But now, in classic Blood versus Water fashion, I brought these two purely for one of these characters. That is baby Billy Freeman, played by Walton Goggins, who is this crazy old man who is just absolutely insane, does cocaine. It basically puts his family constantly in danger. Always has some new scheme that he's trying to like pan off to make money off of the church and off of the followers of the religion. Um, terrible human being, hilarious, absolutely hilarious. And then we got his wife Tiffany, who is a complete ditz, very dumb, easily manipulated by Baby Billy, and constantly gets the short end of the stick, uh, and basically ends up having to take care of the kids by herself. That she has with Baby Billy. And yeah, but at the end of the day, I really was like, I want Baby Billy on this cast. I think that Baby Billy is hilarious. So here he is.
We do love us some Walter Goggins. I think he's a very talented actor. I haven't even seen some of his best stuff yet, but like anytime he's in something, he always brings this. He's one of those people where he has an on-screen presence where
Yeah,
it's like, no, I think he's very, very talented. And I mean, hell, if it's played by him, hell yeah, I'm gonna have him
yeah,
in. Or
yeah.
hell yeah, I'm gonna be excited to see how he does.
Yeah, and he's also like one of those few actors who can be comedic and dramatic at the same time. Like he can play both. Like
Yes.
most actors have to kind of choose a lane, and like maybe they'll go to the other lane, but it's not as good. Like you can kind of tell it's uh not, it's not that same level. His level of comedy and dramatic is both at a high level.
Yeah, I agree. All right. So next up, we have Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn from the TV show Harley Quinn. I'm pretty sure I know I've had Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie on here. Poison Ivy, I
Yeah,
feel like at some point I've probably brought,
it
but
seems
wouldn't have had,
likely.
but probably wouldn't have. She's, these are not the first two people I brought. I brought Kite Man from the show,
Yeah.
because he was so level. So like basically the show starts off and Harley Quinn is kind of building a team, and like because she kind of wants to take over Gotham because her and Joker broke up, and these two don't start out as like romantic, but in second season they start to show more interest because Poison Ivy, funny enough, was dating Kite Man and was actually engaged and was about to marry each other. But like through all of that they realized that okay, they deserve to be, or like they both really really love each other and wanted to be together. And I feel like even though they might butt heads, they're actually a very very good representation of a couple that talks things through. And even
Mhm.
if they're completely opposite when it comes to personality, they mesh so well. I mean, like the thing is, they're both smart. They're both doctors,
Mhm.
or like I'm pretty sure Poison Ivy has her doctorate. But like like they're both super super smart. But like obviously Harley Quinn is more chaos, and Poison Ivy is more like order. Like I would say, like she's more. I don't want to say lawful good. She's more neutral good because she's like 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 even in the show she's like she wants to do socially conscious evil, which is like evil but like evil with a purpose. Harley Quinn, I mean, she's an anti-hero, and like she even joined the Bat Fam at some point. Manages to mess it up, but like they're just a fun dynamic. And I was like thinking of this one and I'm like, yeah, I want to bring them too because I think they're a great couple.
Nice, nice. Well, yeah, I like know obviously the characters, but I haven't seen the show, Harley Quinn show. So
Yeah.
don't know anything. If there's anything specific to that show that I might not know, I have no idea.
I would say that it shows the DC universe in a it can show it in a very satirical but yet dark sense of humor.
Mhm.
Not like kind of like Creature Commandos, but like in the sense of like it'll make fun of certain things.
Mhm.
But also, you know, still have heart and also be very, very morbid as well.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah,
Okay.
but
Well,
also funny.
yeah, I'm excited. I'm curious to see how Harley Quinn does compared to her Margot Robbie counterparts.
Kaylee
Think
Cuoco's Harley Quinn, which is from the Big Bang Theory, a Big Bang Theory claim.
who is this person? Okay, Lee
She was
Coolco.
Penny.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I like I heard the name, but did not register what it was, who it was.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
All right, next up we have a set of sisters from Lilo and Stitch, and that's Lilo and Nali Pelikai. And yeah, so I've watched the new Lilo and Stitch. It's a good movie. However, it does not compare to the original.
as all the
And
live actions have been.
I feel there's an argument to be made for Jungle Book. I feel like it's a different take, but they both hold up in their own way. Um, and I've heard good things about How to Train Your Dragon. It, at the time of recording, has not been released yet, but live action remakes can work. It's just like, yeah.
I think if you
But
do something iconic, it's real. Like I don't know, if you remake an iconic thing, it's just
yeah.
it's got
Well, I mean,
yeah
it depends on how true you are to the source material and like what you keep and what you don't keep. But and I feel like there's been this recent meme going around, and it's like, did you ever watch The Iron Giant?
yeah like years ago.
Yeah, so now the recent meme has been like, live action remakes where it's like you have scrap and you have art. You should remake the scrap, not the art. And like Disney right now has been remaking their biggest hits, which is understandable.
Yeah
However, like retelling a story that people didn't quite get or like didn't quite like and like trying to make it better could be
yeah
more beneficial than trying to recapture lightning in a bottle.
yeah.
Um,
Legit, an
which
Iron Giants TV show live action. Now that actually could like go super hard. It's like because you can add more content. You can kind of like fill out that
Mhm.
world. Like I think maybe that might actually be the solution. Is not to just do a live action movie, but to like turn that into a TV format.
maybe, maybe. But to kind of circle back, so
Mhm.
they're both sisters. They both recently were orphaned. They lost their parents. Nani has kind of like filled in the role of caretaker and provider, and like like that's a different shift. That's like a little bit more different, especially because Lilo is very quirky. She feeds sandwiches to fish in the ocean. Um, she likes a lot of like obscure things as well. She also misbehaves a little bit. She gets bullied and stuff like that. But Nani is very, very understanding. And while never, and I think one of the things was Nani is someone where she is understanding and she's like never like tries and corrects Lilo's interest and stuff because even if it's not normal, Nani never treats Lilo as abnormal. Even though Lilo, she'll even say like, "Yeah, I'm not normal" and stuff like that. But like, Nani as like this new pseudo parental figure never does any of
Mhm.
that. So Nani definitely has a very authoritative like air about her, but also a big sympathetic side. And Lilo has this adventurous side as well. And we'll see how some of her quirks may rub some people on her tribe.
Yeah,
Also, she's the youngest one, so that's always
yeah,
going to play a factor.
yeah. It's definitely. Also, Nani is thick. Like hell yeah. Like
Oh yeah,
gotta give her a shout out there. I feel like
she
yeah,
she was definitely a crush of mine growing up, and even and
yeah.
even now, I'm like Nani is like you look back and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, exactly. I feel like every friend group, if you were in like middle school, you were like,
I
yeah,
watched this in elementary. Joe, how old
yeah.
are you?
Well, I'm just saying, yeah, I'm trying to give like a rough estimate of like being younger. I wasn't trying to be like the exact year.
Joe
Uh,
is 36.
yeah. But yeah, no, I think yeah, she was great. Lilo. I think Lilo has been on the channel at some points. I it's hard to
It's
say. It's
we have
impossible.
so much history
Yeah, it is. It's really hard to keep track of who has and who hasn't at this point.
because I
uh,
know Louisa has, but we'll get to her in a bit.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, rooting for them. Okay, next up. Now I had to clarify and make sure that these two could even come onto this because they are WWE wrestlers. However, they play extremely over the top characters, and they were in character, especially when they were active wrestlers. Like they never broke character. They did interviews, they never broke their character. They were always Kane and the Undertaker.
Yeah.
But they are the Brothers of Destruction. Kane, when he was younger, got burned alive by his brother, the Undertaker. And the Undertaker has mystical powers, which allows him to control lightning and raise the dead.
Okay.
And they're and frankly, these two, they if you were a fan of wrestling in the 90s and early 2000s, these were like your favorite people of all time. They were,
Like I, I've heard about them.
yeah,
I didn't know they were brothers or anything
yes.
because like obviously I would say Undertaker obviously one of the biggest faces in wrestling history.
Hmm.
Like I remember when he retired, there were so many. I love how memes is like my base of like pop culture, but like there
Yeah.
were so many of those of like this is where grown men cried.
Hmm.
Um
Yeah. I
and
also,
stuff.
I mean, I had also a cane mask when I was younger, and the cane suits. I would literally dress up like him and watch wrestling. Like that's how into it. I had one of my nightmares though as a kid that I remember the most is the Undertaker like knocking down my door of my house and choke slamming me through my counter. Like that's how ingrained. Like they were in my dreams.
I
uh,
just you come in your singlet, it's like I am the Chaos Gremlin. He just throws you across the room.
uh, yeah. So yeah, they're both evil guys, very strong. They're giants, like 6'7". I think they might even be built high, bigger than that. But yeah, they're pretty pretty powerful. And yeah, I felt like wanted to get some brother representation here. I already got Facilio and Fidelio, I know, but yeah, I feel like getting some more wrestlers in here will be fun.
Yeah, yeah. And that's part of the reason why I'm like, I mean, like they fit the qualifications for it too, and it's also something you're passionate about. So I'm like, hell yeah,
Yeah.
bring them.
Yeah. Okay, and for the final duo here, we got Isabella and Luisa Madrigal. And Luisa, been on the channel before, did a fairly well. I think she's a two-time player actually, because I think she came back for a last chance for All-Star.
She did. She
Yeah,
came in like fantasy heroes versus villains,
yeah,
did okay, and then her second outing w wasn't as memorable.
yeah. So she's getting some redemption here. Isabella, I think her song is like the best of Encanto personally. That's the one I like the most.
It's a good one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like surface pressure I like more. I think the best one is obviously we don't talk about Bruno, but
Yeah. Yeah.
no, I feel Isabella, she also a baddie.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, it's going to be interesting because Luisa is going to be representing that brawny physical side. Isabella is going to be more of that social butterfly. That's going to be
yeah,
more, that poverty type. So,
yeah. You know what? You know I always root for the mean girls.
yeah.
And we definitely see her mean girl bone throughout, just kind of putting her not the other the like the other their other biological sister, Mirabelle,
Mhm.
uh always putting her down.
Yeah.
It's like stay in your place. You don't have powers.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how they do. And yeah, that does it here. Okay, let's start with the Galong tribe here. Three people. Who are you rooting for?
I'm gonna say Stack, um, Ivy, and Isabella, and Georgie and Lilo are honorable mentions.
Okay, nice, nice. I'm gonna say Momo, uh, Isabella, and Kane. And then I'll also give Lilo and Poison Ivy honorable mentions.
Nice.
And then for the Tadhana tribe,
I gotta go with Smoke, Harley Quinn, and Nani, but obviously Mima and Louisa will get honorable mentions.
I'll say I think this tribe is the tribe I'm looking forward to the most. I think I have a lot of people I like from this tribe. Like I like Fidelio, I like Seiko, I like Baby Billy, I like Undertaker, I like Luisa, I like Nani. Like I probably have like
Yeah,
six people I really like. Harley Quinn would then be like the honorable mention. So it's like I think this is a pretty stacked tribe.
I agree. All right.
Okay,
'Tis that time to
let's get
get.
into it. Okay, so into the first vote here, Basilio votes for Kane. Georgie votes for Basilio. Invincible votes for Tiffany. Isabella votes for Ivy. That's ironic.
They should be getting along. What the fuck? I think they just don't like the competition.
Yeah. They can only have one plant-based female in this tribe. King votes for Tiffany. Lilo votes for Isabella. Momo votes for Tiffany. Ivy votes for Stack. Stack votes for Invincible. Tiffany votes for Lilo. So that
I think it's
means
gonna be
Tiffany
Tiffany.
is
Yeah.
voted out. Well, as long as it's not Baby Billy, because that's I
You've doomed yourself.
I
You've doomed yourself. You said it. You fool.
okay. Well, as long as it's not Baby Billy happening right here, we're fine. We're fine, man. Okay. Baby Billy votes for Nani. Fidelia votes for Harley.
No.
Harley votes for Nani. Luisa votes for
No.
Nani. Mima votes for Fidelio. Nani votes for Fidelio. Omni Man votes for Mima. Seiko votes for Omni Man. Smoke votes for Undertaker. Undertaker votes for Nani.
There is no God.
And that means Tiffany and Nani will be going to Redemption Islands.
This sucks.
It's not over for them yet. Lilo does not swap, and if Baby Billy, of course, does not swap. There's no way he's giving up his chance. Okay. Hey, they could run the gauntlets. They could run the
Only
gauntlets.
one person can come back, Joe.
Invincible finds the hidden immunity idol.
Yep. Making himself more invincible.
And Luisa finds the hidden immunity idol. Wow. Very quick idol finds.
Yeah. Usually it's just one, not both.
Yeah, and usually it's after the challenge is when things actually
That
get
too.
found.
Yeah.
Okay. And the Tadhana tribe wins immunity. They also win Flints.
Okay.
Georgie and Momo have a small fight. Okay, that's all we're getting there. Baby Billy has a major meltdown. He does not have his cocaine on the island.
That'll do it.
Oh, and Seiko has a major meltdown. She is feeling the evil spirits coming from Baby Billy's mental breakdown.
Yep. Lack of cocaine will do that to you.
Okay. Well, Georgie and Momo had a fight, so it's probably
It,
one of those two.
it stands to reason, yeah.
First vote goes to Isabella.
Or not.
Second vote goes to Invincible.
What the fuck?
Third vote goes to Invincible.
No.
Fourth vote goes to Isabella. Fifth vote goes to Isabella. Sixth vote goes to Isabella.
My mean
Seventh
girl.
vote goes to Invincible, but Isabella is the first person
No.
properly voted off.
No.
Wow.
Mean girls.
This had to have been a Ivy voted for Invincible. I thought I was gonna say Ivy had to have been doing something to this, but
Yeah. Turns out that is not the case.
no. Interesting. Okay. Well, see how that tribe rebounds. I'd imagine Invincible is now going to be very scared and one he's the aisle because he just got voted for.
I mean, he's a majority, so maybe that won't be the case.
Yeah. Okay. Luisa does not swap. Lilo does not swap. And Baby Billy does not swap. Okay. Isabella finishes first. Nani finishes second, so that means Tiffany fails to complete the challenge. She is the first boot of the season.
That is true.
And
Uh,
oh
is
my god, I was giving the clue to Ivy.
the the sheer well, I don't know. That puts a target on Ivy's back. That could be a curse.
Yes. And the Todd Holland tribe wins immunity yet again. They also win fishing gear, including lines, hooks, lures, and live baits. Kane and Stack bond slightly. Yeah, I
All
think
right.
I think Kane needs to talk to Stack because Kane can't talk. He's
Yeah,
mute, so he's
and
gotta
then
get a good talker.
and yeah, Stack is one of the best stalkers.
Yeah, Basilio and Lilo have a minor disagreement. Oh, Kane and Momo have a major fight. Okay, she's looking at him as a potential demon. She does not know if he's a player or a demon.
You know, that's fair.
Luisa and Smoke have a minor disagreement. Fidelio and Seiko bond slightly. Okay.
I think
Um,
it's Momo.
it seems like it should be Momo. Momo's kind of getting into fights right now. So first vote goes to Georgie. Second vote goes to Stack.
No,
Third vote goes to Stack.
you better not.
Fourth vote goes to Georgie. Fifth vote goes to Stack. Sixth vote goes to Georgie. Seventh vote goes to Stack. Eighth vote goes to Georgie. We are tied between Georgie and Stack.
Oh, we're going to. We better be going to Rocks because I don't want either of these to go.
I'm okay with Georgie going here.
I'm not okay with Stack going. I kind of want Georgie to last a little longer.
First vote goes to Georgie. Second vote goes to Georgie. Third vote goes to Georgie. And Georgie is voted out.
Out of the two, I wanted Stack to stay, but I didn't want him to. I didn't want Georgie to go this soon.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what you get for being a spin-off character.
He got a spit. He got his own spinoff from the spinoff.
Yeah, which is not speaking good. Okay. Moving on. Hey, at least Stack is still here.
Stack is still here.
Okay, Redemption Islands. Mima does not swap with Georgie. Luisa does not swap. And Lilo does not swap. Georgie finishes first.
Oh no, we're losing someone.
Isabella finishes second, so
No,
that means Nani. Uh
that one sucks.
well, there goes the two people who were voted out before the game even started.
Dang.
And Georgie throws the clue into the fire. Okay. And Todd Hanna wins immunity again this try.
Jesus Christ.
uh,
Galong is not long for this game.
no, they're not long for this game at all. Okay, Lilo and Stack have a major fight.
I don't know.
Harley and Luisa have a major fight. Omni Man and Smoke have a minor disagreement. And Fidelio and Smoke have a minor disagreement.
What is with Smoke and Stag getting into fights with everyone? I
Okay,
think
I think it's either Momo or Stack. I think it's one of those
I
two.
think yeah, I think Stack got some heat on him if he was the sacrificial like lamb in case anything went wrong.
Mhm.
It doesn't fare well for him.
Yeah. Okay. Invincible uses the hidden immunity idol. Any of us cast against Invincible will not count. First vote goes to Invincible, does not count. Second vote goes to Invincible. Does not count. Third vote goes to Stack.
Oh,
Fourth vote goes to Momo. Fifth vote goes to Stack. And Stack is voted out. Oh. And there goes one
I'm
of the
sorry.
ones
I'm
who.
sorry. He has to beat everyone on redemption. He has to now.
Oh. Okay, so let's see. So Invincible, Ivy, Lilo, and Momo voted Stack. Basilio and Stack voted Invincible, and Kane on his own voted Momo. This is like a long
No.
tribe.
Oh,
This
this
just
is not.
sucks. This just sucks if
Yeah.
you're on that tribe. Okay. Redemption Islands.
Come on,
Mima
Stack.
does not swap. Luisa does not swap. Smoke does not swap. Isabella finishes first. Georgie finishes
Fuck!
second. That means Stack. Uh, and now
No!
Isabella gives the clue to Luisa.
It would have been so perfect if Stack came back into the game as a vampire.
Yeah, but he was taken out just too early here. Could not even go on any bit of a run as the
God
Tottenham
damn it.
wins again.
I know it's technically both of our people, so it's like evenly distributed, but it just I don't want
This
just
tribe right
stop.
now,
There's
this tribe is just on vacation. They're not playing the game. They don't have to play.
and they have more of the old people too. What the hell? Not
Yeah,
saying like that and that, but like usually that puts them at a disadvantage.
yeah.
I don't know. You have like three really, really like strong. Well, I would say it's a strong group. You have a lot of physical strength here.
Mhm. Invincible and Lilo have a major fights. Basilio and Ivy bond slightly. That's all there. Fidelio and Omni Man have a small fight. Omni Man is a pressure the team as an alliance formed between Fidelio, Luisa, Mima, Omni Man, and Seiko.
Why are y'all forming alliances? You ain't even doing anything.
Yeah. Hey, they got to make sure this is the
I
majority right
understand.
here.
I understand. But still. Also, why not include smoke?
Yeah. Well, I think Invincible might be getting voted here since he just used the idol.
I think it's Invincible or Momo.
Yeah. First vote goes to Invincible. Second vote goes to Ivy. Third vote goes to Ivy. Fourth vote goes to Invincible. Fifth vote goes to Ivy. And Ivy is
No.
voted out. Damn.
Stop eliminating my people.
Damn. So yeah, it was Ivy and Kane. Two voting for Invincible there. Kane has not been on the right side of these votes. He is not. He does not know what's going
No.
on. I mean, maybe just everyone's like, he's creeping them out. He can't really communicate now that Stack is gone.
Yeah.
So okay, Redemption Islands. Mima does not swap. Luisa does not swap. Harley does not swap. And Ivy finishes first. And Isabella finishes second. So that means Georgie is
Georgie.
eliminated. And Ivy gives a clue to Basilio. I like it. We now have the two plant ladies on Redemption
Redemption.
Island. Yeah,
Who will beat the other?
yeah. As the Taught Try wins immunity yet
This
again.
is sad.
Oh my gosh! They also win coffee, tea, croissants, and biscotti.
I'm pretty sure the tribe swap is next, but
I,
like
I
Jesus
think
Christ.
I think it's episode 7. I think we have one more. As
No.
Lilo finds the hidden immunity idol. Basilio and Invincible have a small fight. Kane works hard at camp and becomes tired. Okay. Baby Billy and Omni Man bond slightly. Fidelio and Seiko bond slightly. And alliance forms between Luisa, Mima, and Omni Man. Okay.
Okay,
Honestly, Mima is in some of these alliances. Omni Man, like this feels like the core three of that group of five.
I agree.
Okay. I think now it's got to be Momo. I think. I
No, I
mean,
feel
maybe it's
Kane.
Invincible,
I
Kane,
think it's Kane.
but Kane's like been out. But like, I think no one's threatened by Kane. I feel like they're focused right now on Invincible or Momo.
I'm still gonna put. I'm not actually putting money on Kane, but I feel
Yeah.
like it's Kane.
Mhm. Okay. First vote goes to Kane. Second vote goes to Invincible. Third vote goes to Kane. Fourth vote goes to Invincible. One vote left, and
No,
Invincible is
you
taken
need to
out.
lose people. This is bullshit, Joe.
Oh my god.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, I'm sorry that this tribe lost like everyone, and most of them have been your people. I think I've lost one person on this tribe. I have
Two people,
two.
Tiffany and then
Yeah.
Isabella.
Yeah, I guess I just wasn't counting Tiffany because she was out so quick. But yeah.
I'm glad you have that luxury, Joe.
Okay, Redemption Islands.
Come
Omni
on,
Man does not
Invincible.
swap. Louisa does not swap. Harley does not swap. Ivy finishes first. Invincible finishes second, which means Isabella is out as Ivy throws the clue into the fire.
There wasn't too much else she could do.
Yeah. And the
Oh, come
Galan
on.
tribe
That was a
wins.
good one.
Sorry, I
That
clicked.
was a good joke, too. Come on.
hey,
Just glossed over it.
it was fine. It was fine. It was okay. Uh,
It
but
was S tier.
okay, you can have your opinion. You can have your opinion. But hey, the Galang tribe wins immunity. What do you think about that?
Of course. When I only have one person left that has an idol and she would be safe.
They also win a steak dinner, including vegetable spices and a walk or fishing gear. They choose the fishing gear. Okay, so they don't want the steak dinner. No events occur. They get to just relax. Mima is impressing the rest of the team. Fidelio and Omni Man bond slightly. And Luisa leaves this alliance.
That doesn't typically mean she's going to go out right here.
No. Okay.
I don't know what to expect, to be honest.
Yeah, it could really be anyone. It's anyone that wasn't in that group of five, in my opinion. I know that Luisa just left, but I still feel like she's gonna vote this round with that group.
Yeah,
So Luisa uses the hidden immunity idol. First vote goes to Undertaker. She
wasted.
wasted it. Second vote goes to Smoke.
I swear to God. I swear to God, if it's smoke,
Oh no. Third vote goes to Smoke.
I swear.
Fourth vote goes to Smoke. Fifth vote goes to Smoke. Sixth vote goes to Undertaker. Seventh vote goes to Undertaker. But
I'm so mad.
I'm so sorry, Ryan. Oh,
These characters deserved way better. This is bullshit.
yeah, they kind of just got screwed over here. Wow. Baby Billy, Harley, and Smoke. So yeah, it was that group plus the Undertaker voted Smoke. Hey, he can still come back. He can still come
Shut
back.
up!
He can still come back.
Joe, I don't want to hear your toxic positivity,
You're usually the one doing that.
but it just doesn't sit well when it comes from you.
Omni Man
It
does
comes
not
out
swap.
more mischievous.
That's who I am. It's my smile.
Your fucking hyena smile.
Yeah. And Harley does not swap. Smoke does not have a partner in the game. Smoke finishes first,
Okay.
and Ivy finishes second, which means Invincible is eliminated.
Either way, I no matter what, I lost someone.
Yeah. And Smoke gives the clue to Basilio.
Pale Moon.
Okay, new tribes here. The new Galong tribe is Basilio, Baby Billy, Harley, Lilo, Kane, and Luisa. And the new Tadhana tribe is Fidelio, Omni-Man, Momo, Seiko, Mima, and The Undertaker.
All right. Tadhana has to lose, so Momo can go. And then if we're looking up at your cat or the Galang, either way, just don't target my people.
Mhm.
I just need to get past two more.
Okay. And immunity. And the Galong tribe wins immunity. They also win a fully stocked picnic basket.
All right, Momo, you have to go.
No, no, no.
Yes, yes, yes.
Facilio and Lilo bond strongly. Harley and Luisa bond slightly. And Baby Billy rests at camp to store his energy. Um, and now it's loading.
I swear, if Momo gets the idol. Okay, thank
Momo
God.
and Omni Man bond strongly. Could be her in? Mima and Undertaker bond slightly. And Luisa leaves the lines with me. Luisa's just like, I'm out. I don't want to work with any of you guys now.
Is she on the tribe?
I don't know. She is not.
She's not.
Okay, so what Momo's hope here is that she can get Mima, Omni Man, and her grandma Seiko to vote Fidelio or the Undertaker. That's probably her best move.
Momo has to go. Momo has to go.
I want Momo here. I don't want Momo going.
Tough.
First vote goes to the Undertaker. Second vote goes to the Undertaker. Third vote goes to Momo. Fourth vote goes to Momo. Fifth vote goes to Momo. And Momo is going. That sucks. Wait. Wow, her grandma voted. Her grandma didn't even give her a chance.
You think after everything that this woman put Momo through that she was going to give her, grace that way? No.
Well, what did Momo do to Seiko?
Exist, I guess. I don't know. I haven't watched the freaking show.
Yeah, no, no. I mean, I feel like Seiko is like a kind of a terrible grandma, so I mean, it makes sense. Like she just kind of lets Momo do whatever the fuck she wants after she got told off by her. But I mean, I'm now rooting for a Momo run. Come on, Momo, you can make it.
No, that
There's
needs to come back.
I think there's only two more redemption
Oh wait,
islands.
no, my bad.
Okay, no alliances. Okay. Seiko does not swap. Harley does not swap. Okay. Smoke finishes first. And Momo finishes second, which means Ivy is eliminated. Let's go, Momo.
Fuck you, Momo.
So that means that those two will be in the Redemption Island to get back into the merge.
Yes.
And Smoke gives the idol clue to Kane. As the Todd Honda tribe wins immunity, they also win fried chicken and a southern picnic. So congratulations to these five. They are in the merge. They are going to be on the jury.
They will.
Okay. And Harley and Lilo bond strongly.
That's all we get.
That's all we get. And Fidelio and Omni Man have a small fights.
As
Okay.
long as you're a person, as long as it's someone that you chose, I don't care.
I mean, the odds are pretty high. I mean, as long as it's not Harley or Lilo, Lilo has the idol.
I've fucked up worse odds just by
Yeah.
existing.
Yeah. I mean, what's really interesting is that it's a 3-3 split here. Like all it takes is your group to get one person to flip over. As Lilo used the idol on Basilia.
Let's
Okay.
see.
First vote goes to
She pissed it away. And none of these will respawn.
no.
So we just have the merge idol.
Yeah, second vote goes to Baby Billy. Third vote goes to Baby Billy. Fourth vote goes to Harley. Fifth vote
No!
goes to Harley. And Harley is
This season sucks. This season sucks.
uh,
This season sucks.
I think the season's amazing.
You know what, Joe? I don't care what you think.
I think this is awesome. I love it. Okay, Redemption Island. I mean, hey, you still have a chance of one of your people coming back. What are the odds it's Momo coming back? Like the odds are so low.
It has to be. Stack has to come back.
Human Smoke.
Fuck! Sorry.
uh, Seiko does not swap. Okay. Momo is eliminated first. Guaranteed one of your people. It's either going to be Smoke or Harley Quinn. Smoke is eliminated second. Harley is coming back.
I'm happy she's coming back, but it sucks because I knew as soon as I was like, oh, I want to build a season because of these two people, they go home before the merge.
Uh,
Sinners deserves better. Both of them are coming back for last chance. I don't
yeah.
care.
Okay. Well, we have a merge. Do you want to go over who are the top contenders right now?
No.
Hey, I think you have the two very top contenders in this game. I think
Elaborate for me.
Omni Man and Meemaw, they've been in like the driver's seat of every tribe they've been on.
I
Um,
agree. I'm still pissed.
I think yeah, I would say those two would be pretty tough ones. I feel like Luisa has also, she's been doing decent. I mean, she left a bunch of alliances, which I don't know how that's gonna do for her in this game.
You have several people left in this game, Joe. I only have 4.
Hey, those could be the final four, though.
I'm mad.
Those could be the final four.
I'm mad.
Yeah. You never count your chickens before they hatch or something.
Well, no, they got prematurely hatched because you stomped on them, Joe.
Hey, sometimes scrambled eggs are good. Okay, so
I like fried eggs, to be honest, but I
yeah,
digress. Sunny
yeah,
side up.
yeah. It is hard to say for especially the Galong tribe, OG Galong members, because I mean they had to play the hardest. Like the fact that they're even here is impressive. Okay.
I'm not happy.
And immunity. And Luisa wins immunity.
One of your people.
Hey, you like Luisa though. She's
I
like
do.
I'll give how about we share Luisa?
I don't need your pity.
we can share her. She can count as a member of your team and my team.
To quote one of my best friends, pity.
Luisa and Undertaker bond slightly. Baby Billy is impressing the rest of the team.
One of your people.
Let's see. Who do you have here? You got Lilo, Mima, Omni Man, and Harley Quinn. What are the odds that it's one of your people?
You keep saying that, and you will it to the universe for it to be one of mine. You will it into existence, Joe.
But like, what are the odds? I mean, the odds have to be that I'm losing someone.
4 to several or 4 out of 11, Joe.
uh,
It's not hard math. Even a himbo like me can do it.
I'm trying to give you like hope. I want you to have hope.
I just want your people to go. I don't need hope.
First votes goes to Lilo.
Son of a bitch!
Goes to Lilo. Four vote goes to Harley.
You having a good time?
Fifth vote goes to Lilo.
You're having a good laugh?
And it's really funny.
You, oh, it's funny, Joe? You think
Yeah,
it's funny?
it's really funny. Six vote
You
goes to
think
Harley.
it's freaking
Oh, I'm having a blast over here. This might be one of our best Brantsteeles. Seven vote goes to Lilo.
funny? I'm not even doing the finger thing anymore.
Vote goes to Harley. Ninth vote goes to Lilo. 10th vote goes to Harley. One vote left.
I'm too pissed to even do my habit.
Okay, wait, how about this? Which one of these ones do you want in the game still? And who are you okay losing?
I'm not even gonna say.
Oh no. I think you can give whoever you want in this game a chance.
Joe, you and I are gonna be at a stalemate because I'm not gonna name that person.
Okay, but like you'd want Harley maybe back because she just came back from redemption, so that's the story.
I'm not
Lilo,
gonna say.
Lilo did find that
I'm not
idol, so
gonna
maybe
say.
okay. I'm just trying to see,
Notgo.
and it's Harley. Was this who you wanted to keep?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
This sucks.
Hey, she's still in
Joe,
the
this is
game.
not
She's
fair.
she is still in the game.
All these people are coming back for
You're just giving your
last
entire.
chance.
You're gonna say fuck
My
every
entire
other
tribe
season.
is gonna be this. Oh, my cast for this. They got
Oh.
done dirty.
Uh, okay, so Basilio, Fidelio, Kane, Lilo, Luisa, and Seiko voted Harley. Baby Billy, Harley, Mima, Omni Man, and Undertaker voted Lilo. Um, yeah, there's only two pairs left in this game, by the way, which is Basilio, Fidelio, and Kane and Undertaker.
All I see is two more people for me to be screwed over with.
Okay, but like
They're not even my pairs.
now that there's only three of your people, it can't be one of your people going next. It
I
can't.
feel like you during a draft, Joe.
uh
At least like this is going to be over within the hour. Yours like dragged on for like weeks and weeks and months and
yeah.
months.
Yeah. This is ripping the band-aid right off. Mine was a very slow, it's just like inch by inch taking it off.
It was funnier.
No, it wasn't. Okay, this is fun. This is funnier. And Luisa wins immunity again.
Titty.
And Luisa finds the hidden immunity title.
I hate this so much.
Luisa's going on a run here. Look at Luisa.
She deserves to, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I'm just mad as hell.
Basilio and Fidelio find something in common. Maybe the fact that they're brothers.
Or their last names or their names start with O or end with O. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
all just, I can't even form a proper sentence right now. I'm so angry.
But hey, I don't think it's going to be one of your people.
No, it's going to be Lilo, Mima, or Omni Man. It's going to
I,
be one of the three.
I think Mima and Omni Man are safe. Lilo could be in some trouble. I won't lie.
It's going to be one of the three.
I think it's not. I think you're going to get some hope here.
You see, I'm genuine with the hope I give you, Joe. I know you're just being cheeky.
I want you to not be suffering right now. I care for you as a friend. I want you to have fun with the season. I know that we all enjoy when
My
you
bullshit
spiral.
detector is going crazy, Joe.
I never bullshits. I tell it as it is.
You are the chaos gremlin.
Yes, but no. Okay, moving on.
But mostly yes.
First vote goes to Kane.
Come on, Kane.
Second vote
Come
goes to
on,
Baby Billy.
Kane or Billy. Kane or
Third,
Billy.
okay, it's
Kane or Billy.
I don't think it's gonna be one of
Kane
your people.
or Billy.
Okay,
Kane
okay.
or Billy.
We need some control here. We need some control. Third vote goes to Kane. Fourth vote
And
goes
it
to Baby
doesn't look
Billy.
like it's going to be a rock draw either.
Nope.
You're losing someone.
Fifth vote goes to Kane. Sixth vote goes to Baby Billy. Seventh vote goes to Kane. Eighth vote goes to Kane. Ninth vote goes to Baby Billy. And Kane. Okay, so there goes another one of the duos gone. Hey, he can always still go on a run though. Kane is a very strong individual.
You don't need anyone else, Joe. You need to lose people.
Basilio, Kane, Luisa, and Undertaker were on the outs there. Okay. Hey, you're good now. You survived that round.
For now.
Yeah, I think now we can be back in like the
It's
oh
it, it,
happy
it, it
let's
it's calmed me down, but Joe, my guard is still up.
okay. Let's see who wins immunity. Mima wins immunity.
All right. I can feel my blood pressure going down.
Yeah. Fidelio and Lilo have a small fight.
Fidelio, 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 Fidelio.
What are the odds, Lilo? What are the odds?
2-9.
And Luisa uses the hidden immunity idol. First vote goes to Luisa, does not count. Second vote goes to Luisa, does not count. Third vote goes to Luisa, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Luisa, does not count. Fifth vote goes to Lilo.
Son of a bitch!
Sixth vote goes to Baby Billy. Seventh vote goes to Lilo. Eighth vote goes to Baby Billy. One vote left. And it's Baby Billy.
Okay.
I'll be honest, content wise, Lilo going there would have been the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Joe, I'm not wearing pants right now. So like I can't get up and walk away.
Well, I hate that Baby Billy. He went off too soon. He could have been a
No, he
much
should have gone out even sooner.
no. He's a great character. We didn't get to really see the full potential that Baby Billy would have brought to the season. Um, yeah, I think he surviving longer than Lilo would have been the right decision. But Baby Billy, Lilo, and voted Omni Man, and Omni Man voted Luisa. Basilio, Luisa, and Undertaker voted Baby Billy, and Fidelio and Seiko voted Lilo.
At least an idol was played, and it was
Mhm.
still one of your people.
Yeah. Okay, Redemption Islands.
Come on, Harley.
Undertaker does not swap. Kane finishes first. And Baby Billy second so early is eliminated.
Of course.
And Kane gives the idol clue to Basilio. I feel like Basilio keeps getting these.
He's just like the pawn that people was like trying to
Yeah.
paint a target on.
Yeah, and Fidelio wins immunity. He also wins hamburgers, hot dogs, french fries, and soda.
You mean the
Lilo,
Survivor contestant soda?
no. Actual soda. Lilo has a major meltdown.
I would too.
Omni Man and Undertaker bond strongly. Okay, maybe this might be the time to take out Lilo.
I think it's the time where you be quiet.
Take out Lilo, have her lose Redemption Island.
Joe, I will take a train to wherever the hell you are and give you a wedgie.
I dare you. You don't have the balls. Okay. First votes goes to Lilo. Second vote goes to Lilo. Third vote goes to Luisa. Okay, I will say Luisa's the right choice here. Like objectively, is the right choice.
You would think.
Fourth vote goes to Louisa. Fifth vote goes to Louisa.
Okay,
Sixth
we're
vote goes to
good.
Lisa and Louisa. Yeah, it's not even close.
Well, at the very least, you're losing someone on redemption this episode.
I know it really sucks. I hate to see it happen. And Basilio finds the hidden immunity idol. I mean, he was getting all those clues. Eventually, one of them's got to work.
Yeah,
Okay, Redemption Islands.
I would say I want
Undertaker.
Louisa to survive.
Kane finishes first. And Luis finishes second. So that means Baby Billy is eliminated. And Kane gives the hidden immunity idol clue to Seiko. And Seiko wins immunity.
Good for her.
Basilio and Undertaker find something in common. Okay.
One of
Now,
your people.
hey, you have almost the numbers now.
Do I?
You got
Because you
Mima.
have two people on redemption
Yeah, but only one of them can come back.
from a certain point of view.
Yeah. Basilio used the idol on Lilo.
Okay.
Okay, interesting. First
This is where he
vote
gets voted out.
goes to Lilo, does not count. Second vote goes to Lilo, does not count. Third vote goes to Lilo, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Lilo, does not count. Fifth vote goes to Lilo, does not count. Sixth vote goes to Undertaker. Wow. That's a massive move.
Good.
That's a massive move.
Good. Good.
They're so spiteful.
Joe, you don't understand my pain right now.
Oh, I understand your pain. That's why
Yeah, but
I'm enjoying it right now because I've been in your spot with the drafts.
but that's different because that's real life.
This
This
is
is fantasy. This is
yeah.
fantasy pain and fantasy trauma.
Yeah, but I gotta whenever something goes your way, you gotta take it. You gotta take the win.
Are you dismissing my trauma, even though it's all over fictional characters?
You have three of the six people in this game right now who are still here.
There's two on redemption, or there's three of your people on redemption, so it's like seven. Several. That's more than a couple, Joe.
Okay. And Basilio finds the idol again.
Because of course he does.
uh, okay, Redemption Islands. Okay, this is honestly, I would pay money to see this Redemption Islands of Kane, Undertaker, and Louisa. Like that, the brawn of this
Yeah.
challenge would be crazy.
What is the challenge?
Okay, this is House of Cards. Each competitor has 150 to 200 wooden tiles. They must use the tiles to build. Oh, this is like a terrible one for Braun.
Yeah. It's very sleight of hand,
No.
very delicate touch.
Yeah. Well, let's see if the wrestlers will survive or if Louisa will survive. Undertaker finishes first and Kane finishes second. So that means Louisa is eliminated as the Undertaker gives the clue to Omni Man. And Mima wins immunity. She also wins ice cream stand to be brought to camp for the afternoon and shares it with Omni Man and Fidelio.
Okay.
Fidelio and Omni Man have a minor disagreement. Okay.
Fidelio
I
for
th-
one of your people.
I think we're losing Lilo here. I think that I mean maybe Basilio uses the idol again on her, but I think that he got what he wanted. And now it's like, okay, let me
One of your people has to go.
first vote goes to Seiko. Second vote goes to Basilio.
Yes, one of them.
Third vote goes to Lilo.
You better not.
Fourth vote goes to Seiko.
I've talked too much shit for Lilo
Fifth
to
vote
go.
goes to Lilo. And Lilo is voted out. Hey, she had a good run. She had a good run, Ryan. And
I know she did, but still.
she still has a chance. She just has to beat Kane and the Undertaker on Redemption Island.
It's stupid enough to actually work, Joe.
I mean, there's only two more Redemption Islands, so there's a chance. If you get voted out here, you have a very good chance of coming back into the game.
Valid.
Okay, so Mima, Omni Man, Seiko voted Lilo, Basilio, Lilo voted Seiko, and Fidelio on his own voted Basilio. Oh, so brothers turn on each other there. Look at that.
It's only a matter of time.
Okay. Last one before the finale here. Okay. Redemption Islands. Okay, Lilo, you got you have your work cut out for you here.
All right, let's see what the challenge is.
Jailbreak. Locked in a makeshift jail cell, castaways must use sticks and ropes to create a long pole to retrieve three keys.
I think Lilo has smaller arms. That gives her a disadvantage. Or maybe she can fit through the bars. That could
Yeah,
help.
yeah, but she's definitely losing some feet here. So Kane finishes first, and the Undertaker finishes second. So Lilo is eliminated.
Oh, he's totally good. Oh, she's totally gonna come back. There's a chance. No, Joe, you know deep in your corazon that that was a lie.
I'm giving you hope. Okay, I'm giving you hope.
You're giving me bullshit, Joe.
Sometimes bullshit is hope. Okay, Basilio wins immunity. He also wins a picnic lunch, and he shares it with his brother. He's trying to say, "Hey, I know you just voted me, but like, let's get over it. Like, we're so close here." Basilio works hard at camp and becomes tired.
Good for you.
Um, I think we might be losing Seiko here.
As long as it's one of your people, I don't care.
You gotta give better reason. Like, give me someone. Give me names.
Seiko because you chose her, and Fidelio because you chose him. Two very different reasons.
First vote goes to Mima.
I swear.
Second vote goes to Omni Man.
Fuck you!
Third vote goes to Seiko.
All right, there's a chance.
Fourth vote goes to Fidelio.
What the fuck is this vote?
Well, imagine, imagine if this is somehow. Oh no, it can't be Basilio because he has immunity. Yeah, so this is just like the Mima. Oh, that sucks for her because I think she was doing really good
I can't even entertain the idea that she's gonna come back.
because she's got to face Kane and the Undertaker in a redemption challenge. Well, Basilio and Seiko. Those were the only two votes that ended up mattering because everyone else decided to split their votes around. So,
No one knew the plan.
yeah. Okay, let's do Redemption Island, and then we can judge our remaining people here. Okay. This is a leg up. Undertaker's eliminated. Kane is
Yes!
eliminated. Mima is back in the game. And
Mima's winning the shit.
she throws the clue into the fire.
She's winning the shit. She is winning it.
And Fidelio wins immunity. Basilio will be using his idol. So your hope right now is for Seiko to be going.
I don't care. Mima's winning.
Basilio and Seiko have a small fight. Okay. I mean,
The power of Mima.
it should just be take out Mima here because she just came back.
But they won't.
Okay, Basilio uses the idol. First vote goes to Basilio, does not count. Second vote goes to Basilio, does not count. Third vote goes to Basilio, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Basilio, does not count. That means it is all up to Basilio's sole vote. And he votes out Seiko.
Yes!
Bad move. Bad move. I
It
mean,
makes perfect sense, Joe.
explain
It
it.
makes
Explain
it's
it.
the most it's the most logical thing because the thing is she has a lot of sway in the jury and stuff. And so she was a big jury threat. However, the other two, because like basically Seiko and whatever have to turn against each other right now because they understand that if they go to the end with each other, they might split votes.
I think you should just take out Mima.
I love how I
I
said whatever when his name was literally right there.
yeah, Fidelia. uh yeah, I mean I think Mima, if she gets the end, wins.
She will.
But also I do think Basilio, by the way, is probably playing one of the best like games, actually.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, immunity. Final immunity.
Mima!
And Basilio wins immunity.
You have to get rid of your brother, or you'll split votes.
No events occurs. First vote goes to Omni Man. Second vote goes to Mima. Third vote goes to Fidelio. One vote left.
Fidelio has to go.
And it's Fidelio.
Told you.
Oh, well. Now the thing is that Omni Man and Mima have played this game together the entire time, essentially. Like Mima has this a little more of an edge, I think, than Omni Man because she went to Redemption Island and came back. Um, but like when they've been in the game, like they've basically been playing together. So
Yeah,
they could also be splitting votes here.
I think it's anyone's game. I feel like the front runners are Mima and Basilio.
Yeah, I agree. First vote goes to Omni Man.
Not Omni-Man just coming from nowhere.
Second vote goes to Basilio. Third vote goes to Mima. Fourth vote goes to Omni Man. Fifth vote goes to Mima. Sixth vote goes to Basilio. Seventh vote goes to Mima. Eighth and final vote goes to Basilio. No, that means
Oh,
he's
come
going to give
on.
it. He's going to give it to Mima.
Come on.
Mima just
Give
won.
it to Mima.
There's no way he votes for Basilio over Mima.
Give it to Mima.
And there it is. Omni Man
Yes!
votes for Mima.
Thank you. And what's juicy about this, Joe, you talk so much shit about this show.
Yeah, it's terrible. Honestly, this season could have been top five season. This is now a terrible season. This season just got ruined.
For you.
Undertaker wins fan favorite. Good for you, Undertaker. Damn. What a bad ending. This is awful. This is terrible.
Nah. I think, yeah, admittedly it was a tough journey, but we got to the answer we needed slash wanted.
I think Basilio should have won. I think we're going to be in a situation similar to like a 46 where people were like Charlie should have won, but then people were like, oh, but Kenzie did pretty good too, so it's warranted. I think we're in that situation where I think a lot of people will probably want
I
Basilio to win
I
based off
will
of his
say
game.
Basilio definitely deserves to come back. I think consistently he played a very solid game throughout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Basilio definitely, Luisa definitely. I think Lilo is also someone who's up there. Uh,
I agree.
yeah, Fidelio maybe. I mean, he did vote his brother. Like he had moments doing stuff, but he was definitely more quiet.
Yeah.
But yeah, there it is.
But yeah, Smoke and Stack are coming back
Last
for Last
chance.
Chance. They deserved way better in this game.
Okay. Well, there we go. That's the season. We did it, Ryan. We made it through.
We did. And at least I won. I knew if I complained enough and went full
Yeah.
Karen that the Brantsteele would bend to my will
That's
and
crazy.
ultimately punish you.
Have we had a winner so far who went to Redemption Island and came back?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Wait,
think.
the April Fool's one, or was all my characters in yours? Otis
Oh,
was eliminated early.
that's right. Yeah, I guess I'm not counting April Fools because those are non-canon.
Yeah, I agree. But like in the channel's history, yes. In this universe, no.
Yeah. Okay. Well, congratulations, Mima. Terrible character. Okay, winner.
You're mean. Mima is great.
Terrible. Absolutely garbage character, a garbage show. Okay, but yeah, that's I hope you guys enjoyed it. We have All Stars 25 coming out next.
That
So
we do.
yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Very much so.
So with that being said, we will see you all in the next one.
Peace.
Adios.